Greetings, my peeps and peepettes. This is your King Res Power back at the reviewing station for another exciting video review of epic proportions. It's been a while, hasn't it? So LTNS to you too. So as you can see right here, I got a brand new exciting Star Wars action figure to review for your viewing pleasure. It's a part of the Black Series, even though it says right here 40th anniversary, based off of Star Wars A New Hope, or basically just Star Wars back in the 70s. It was not called A New Hope for a while, but anyway, with that said, it is Princess Leia. This figure is just a simple copy and paste of the single carded, or should I say single box Black Series figure that came out with a previous wave beforehand. That unfortunately the paint job on the figure wasn't good. As a matter of fact, the sculpting of the face was kind of horrible. So Hasbro made up for their mistake and gave a brand new sculpt to this figure with the head, a brand new paint job, and slapped it in the packaging for the 40th anniversary, just in time for the 40th anniversary of Star Wars A New Hope. So with that said, it is basically a vintage style packaging that we must go through, and as partake of every single video review when I can, let's go ahead and get to the packaging. So like I said, it is vintage. It is definitely nostalgia. It hits home base. It is a very nice collectible, and unfortunately I will not be keeping this collectible. I will be ripping this open, and I will be replacing my incoming Wave 9 action figure Princess Leia out of the Black Series. I will be replacing that figure with this figure because, I mean, it's just the overall better figure. So with that said, that's the front of the packaging. Not much to really say there. So on to the back of the packaging, and here we got a little bit of a showcase between, you know, the figures that are available out of the first original 12 of the original Star Wars toy line. So we got Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, which I'm reviewing today, Ben Kenobi, I'll be taking a look at later on when Wave 9 gets here. R2-D2, Death Squad Commander, which does not have a single carded or single box Black Series release just yet until now, if you know what I mean. Chewbacca, Stormtrooper, Jawa, C-3PO, Sand People, and Darth Vader. There's actually quite a few figures that needs to be a part of the legit Black Series run, if you know what I mean. So, there's also a 40th anniversary legacy pack that's available. Of course, I don't know where you can actually buy these figures. Obviously off of HasbroToyShop.com, but I haven't seen these at Toys R Us, so eBay, I guess, just like Leia here. So that's going to do it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and, unfortunately, break some hearts out there and rip this open. Yeah! For those who are wondering if this is a retake of what I just got started with, it is not. As you can see, the figure and all of her contents has been removed out of packaging, and as you can see, it's still holding up pretty well. So for those who are pissed off at me that I actually opened up this figure, if you wanted to, rest assured, since this is pretty damn secure from the front and to the back, I mean, you can still get the figure out by just opening up this seam here, and then you can just pull this out like so, like I did before. But if you wanted to, you could put the figure back in the packaging anytime. So I guess that's pretty cool, but it does ruin the collector's value now that I've already discarded the figure out of the packaging. But again, it's an option if you so choose. So there's that. So with the packaging out of the way, let's bring in Princess Leia. So here she is in her A New Hope attire. So she looks good. And I will get you a good close-up of the face here without messing with the tripod. And as you can see, this definitely looks like Carrie Fisher from the film. Very nice work. Nice reattempt at this action figure, Hasbro. Very good. Paint job is crisp and clean. The lips look nice. The hair is fully painted. Doesn't seem to be any scuffs on mine. And let's get to the best part about this figure. Her articulation, believe it or not, is probably one of the most superior articulated female action figures to date. So, with that said, we got a ball joint system for the head. We've got nice swivel, as you can see. We've also got a hinge joint for some very nice up and down movement at the head. There we've got some shoulder ball joints, which is nice. We do have biceps swivels. I can show that to you, and I'm going to because I've also got something else to show off. There it is. Look at that. For the first time ever, I believe this is exactly the first time ever on a female action figure, we have double jointed elbows. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I don't have to go on with this review, do I? Yes, I do. But, yeah. Very nice. Very nice, Hasbro. Now make all your female action figures like this, especially Marvel Legends. Stop skipping out. So anyway, we've got swivel cut at the wrists. We've also got some hand movement inward and outward. Nice, very nice right there. We got ball joint system for the upper torso on the figure. No waist joint, but hey, that's where the ball joint makes up for it. Take No's Legacy, and by Legacy I mean Power Rangers Legacy. So there, yeah, I have to show this off in order to get this out of the way. We've got ball joints to the legs, but this is as far as they go out. This is about as far as they go up, and they don't go back at all. It's basically back to a normal stance. We've got a swivel cut here, which is pretty tight on my figure, and I feel like I'm gonna break her if I continue doing that. But yeah, it's there if you can get it to loosen up. Double jointed knees, so double jointed elbows and double jointed knees. Perfect. I love it. No swivel cut at the boot, but we do have some up and down movement at a hinge joint for the feet, and then of course we got the very nice ankle rocker pivot, which Hasbro seems to nail pretty good. And that's your articulation on Princess Leia. And now let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories when I get her to stand up just right. Here is the blaster, the Stormtrooper blaster that she used. So yes, the figure can actually hold the blaster with a trigger finger, as you can see. Yep, just gotta get her finger to fit through the hole. Easier said than done. I guess the blaster's too big for her, but hey, she was able to do it in the film. But hey, this is a toy, so there's gonna be a difference. But yep, I mean, she looked good with it. And then of course she's got her signature blaster, which can go in the other hand if you wanted to, or vice versa. So let me just get that in there for 1 second, and there we go. Now she's dual wielding some blasters against stormtroopers, which this did not happen at the beginning of Star Wars. It didn't even happen at all throughout the film. So there's that. It's an option. No weapon storage, but you know, for this attire, didn't have any weapon storage anyway in the film. You will notice that we got a little bit of a problem here. This is one of my little gripes about the figure here. It's the hood. Now, obviously, Hasbro went back to fix some of the hoods on their hooded figures to make them fit just right. And to a certain point, it looks good if you're cosplaying as a KKK member. I'm just saying. So there's that. It's okay for what it is. There's not much else to really say about this action figure. For good points, I mean, it hits everything that I really want. And now, for your viewing pleasure of this review, I present to you what is underneath this gown. Boom, jump cut. So as you can see, this is what Princess Leia looks like underneath without her robe. And, you know, it's not easy to remove. For those who are waiting for someone to pop up on eBay for a much more improved version of this robe for your 6-inch Black Series Princess Leia figure from A New Hope, you are going to run the risk of actually ripping this when you get to the part where you have to remove it from the head, considering that the head is not easy to remove. As a matter of fact, I couldn't get it off at all to get this off for the life of me. But it is still an option there, since this is soft goods and this is just a separate piece. So, yeah, there you go. But with that said, I'll go ahead and give you a nice 360 turn so you can see that ass. Probably the nicest ass that I've seen in an action figure. Carrie Fisher is probably rolling over in her grave right now because of this. I am so sorry. Alright, so here's Princess Leia back in her complete attire. It was not as easy as it was actually removing it, to tell you the truth. Getting the head to fit back within the neck collar was very difficult, and getting the arms to go back within the sleeves was really a challenge as well. I really feel like I was going to rip this up, so yeah, I won't be doing that ever again. So let's go ahead and end this video with a size comparisons, and even though I didn't bring any Star Wars figures, this is still legit since this is a 6-inch action figure. So here is Princess Leia compared to Batman from Mezco Toys 112 Collective Batman v Superman action figures. And they do play quite the similarity, as they are action figures that are wearing some soft goods. So yeah, it works. So there you have it, guys. I got not much else to really say about this action figure. I do recommend her instead of the actual single carded action figure. This is the one to go with the 40th anniversary, and if you're like me, you're going to replace that figure when you get all Wave 9 anyway with this nice looking one, and that is the plan. This has gone on long enough as it is. Questions, comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you like today's video review, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see other video reviews similar to the one that you're seeing here today, just not as perverted like you've seen today. With that said, this is your Team Red is Power signing off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you whenever you see me.